Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy NerdMode. I'm officially going to be doing a post commentary for you guys today. We're going to be talking about the Armored Kill expansion pack that will be dropping for Battlefield 3 on September 3rd or September 4th for PlayStation 3 premium players. Without further ado, I'm going to jump into the gameplay and give you guys some background information, and then we'll jump into the main topic. In this gameplay, I'm actually going to be using two setups. I actually switch about halfway through to a different setup, but the first part of it, I'll be using the Assault Kit or the Medic. And I'll be using the M416 with you know, the 93R, you know, all the goodies, the medic pack, defibrillators, squad specs, you know, all that good stuff. But later on, then I'll be switching to the L86A2 that was released in the Close Quarters expansion pack for one of the assignments. And it's a fairly good gun, and it serves its purpose, so it works out in my favor. And yeah, so. Not much more to say about that. We're obviously going to be playing on the map Sin Crossing on the Rush game type. That is the game type I play most, and probably the one you guys probably see quite often. That and Conquest Domination. But without further ado, I guess I'll jump into the main topic about Armored Kill, give you guys some information. I've been looking around and seeing what I could find, and I found some pretty cool information. I thought I'd share it with you guys and update you on some things that are going to be releasing along with the expansion pack. The expansion pack, as I said, will be released September 4th for PlayStation 3 premium players. Xbox, if I'm correct, we should get it about September 16th, 17th, something like that, depending on what time it drops. That should be when it comes, because if you're a premium player, you get the 2 weeks early. If it releases the 30th of September, 2 weeks early would technically be the 16th of September. So that's statistically how it should work. We'll see how DICE decides to give it to us, but without, I guess, much more on that, on the release dates, stuff that's going to be included in Armored Kill, there's quite a bit, so here we go. There'll be new drivable tanks, which is going to be pretty cool. If any of you guys have been paying attention or following DICE's little trailers, there's going to be a light tank that's going to be introduced. It's not going to be like the Abrams. It won't be able to take that much hits, but it'll be able to have the movability, you know, the versatility of the LAV, but still be able to take probably more damage than the LAV can. It'll have more armor, you know what I mean, but it just won't be a full-on slow tank, you know. It won't provide as much effectiveness against that kind of stuff. But other things that are being included, and I know this is a fan favorite from Bad Company 2, the ATVs are rejoining us amongst the battlefield. Mobile artillery is going to be coming. I'll get more into in-depth information about the vehicles that are actually going to be showing up, at least ones that have been commented or speculated on. I mean, it's just really cool to think that the ATVs and especially mobile artillery is coming. Mobile artillery has been a pretty interesting thing, especially for Battlefield 2 want to introduce into their game. If any of you guys watch the trailers, or the trailer, I guess, for one, you actually get to see a player actually shoot probably about 20 missiles just randomly at some targets. You know, I think it'll be a good way to kind of balance out the game, kind of keep the tanks in their prime, and make it so they're not just you know, a whoring out ability. Some of the other vehicles that have been speculated, or at least confirmed from that perspective, is the AC-130, the hugest thing everyone's talking about, the one thing that everyone wants to be able to, you know, shoot the main guns. Unfortunately, it's not drivable, which that's probably a good thing, because I think we could all agree we don't have that great of pilots on either side of console or PC. I still see a lot of people smacking into the ground, so I don't even want to imagine the kind of ramming that's going to be occurring with the AC-130. I know a huge issue that everyone's concerned with is jet ramming. People I think are really concerned that if you smack the AC-130, it's going to kill everyone inside. I'm hoping that DICE is taking actions on at least deliberating, you know, giving some kind of sort of countermeasure to that. I realize that the guns on it are going to be able to shoot down the jets, but you know, can only do so much. The guns are only going to be pointed on one side of the AC-130. That's just how, I mean, it's going to be doing a death spin, so hopefully there's countermeasures to that. Hopefully if you hit it, it doesn't glitch out or do something weird. I know sometimes if you smack into the helicopter, for example, sometimes the helicopter will tip completely on its side. Sometimes the jet will just blow up. I mean, there's a lot to go into it, and I'm sure DICE has taken the correct measures to make sure everything is nice and smooth, but only time will tell on that department. As I said before, the ATV is returning. The M1128 mobile gun system, I'm presuming that's a, one of those I'm trying to think of the word. Basically like anti-ground stuff, like what I was saying before, just the missile launchers where you could shoot multiple things and take out vehicles and infantry units. There'll be a 2S25 Spurt, a BM21, just a bunch of cool little vehicles that'll be included. That'll be exciting, along with the double XP and all that stuff that comes with premium ship if you're a premium player. If not, you can buy it obviously on September 30th of 2012, and you will still get the maps and the vehicles and the bonuses like that. There'll be up to 20 new unlocks for the vehicles. That's going to be really cool. I'm interested to see what they can possibly add. I realize that the mobile artillery is probably going to have its own little spectrum of measures and probably similar things to what we have now. There'll be 5 new assignments, which I'm presuming they're going to be really stupid weapon camos or something like that, and they'll probably be for guns that me and you both don't like. I realize that the last few have been very stupid, in my opinion, I guess you could put them. I know everyone's not too excited about the F2000, the Scar, I think it's the Scar L or something like that, that keeps getting all the camos and all that stuff. I'd like to see maybe better guns come into the playlisting, like the listing of camos to be included, maybe like the M16, the M4, just guns you typically see. Now I realize saying the M16, that's just going to make people use it more, but is it really going to matter long term when 90% of the lobbies are made up of the M16 anyway? Really don't think so. I think people are going to use it, needless to say the least, if or without that kind of measure. There'll be 5 new vehicle unlocks for the base game, so I presume that means for the just entire game by itself, which I guess that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, I'm kind of getting tired of using the same stuff over and over again every single time. There'll obviously be new maps, and there'll be 6 new game modes. That's what it's saying, so it sounds good enough for me. There'll be the new game type called Tank Superiority, which will be a lot of fun. And previously I just told you guys that there'll be 6 new game modes. It's not, I messed that up. I meant all the game modes will be able to be played on the new expansion pack maps. So that'll be exciting. That'll be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to play Rush on that because Rush is my stuff. But that's really for that. And the AC-130 gunship, there's going to be 2 seats for the gunners, and you can actually parachute out of it, which will be really awesome. As I said before, the pilot is, however, AI controlled, so we have no control over how it moves and all that, the speed at which it goes. It's going to have a standard speed, a standard height, all kind of good things. I'm thinking with the 2 seats in the gunner seat, an AC-130 usually uses about a 105 shell, 105mm shell, which is the biggest one. If any of you Call of Duty guys are for some reason listening, or if you have any experience with that, that's your big one. Other things that the AC-130 usually uses is a 25mm and a 20mm shell. So it'll be interesting to see which one they use. From what I've seen, it looks like the 105, and I'd be positive they'd probably put in a 25mm, so a 105 and a 25mm shell for the gunners. I think dropping out of the AC-130 and being able to parachute out will be a good, just a good benefit to any of the players, because I know half of the time recons are chilling in the deployment, which can get a little frustrating for anyone that really is interested in winning. But that's that, and not much you can do about that. Maybe someday they'll switch to a different class and it'll work out for the better, but until then, I guess they'll just continue to play how they choose to play. But some of the maps, or at least the terrain that'll be introduced into the new armored, or the new expansion pack just in general, for Armored Kill, is going to be basically like a desert. We've seen some snow maps, maybe a little bit of valleys, mountains, stuff like that. So it's going to be multi-terrained. It looks like it's going to be pretty exciting to play. I know the snow map caught a lot of people's attention from Bad Company 2. I don't know about previous games. I know a lot of the Battlefield previous games for like PS2 and the original consoles had some snow maps and all that for like campaign and stuff like that. But overall, I think it'll be really interesting, and I'm thinking now, if I'm you know, doing a little research, if they add new camos for the new maps, that'd be kind of cool. You know, maybe we could get a snow camo or something. It'd be kind of cool to see it, you know, complete white, maybe some snow leopard or something like that. But that's just how I perceive it. That's not confirmed yet, but I'd presume they're going to add in a snow camo just because that would make the most sense. And two, I mean, you're not going to be running around with black on a snow map. I mean, granted, you'll look a lot better next to the trees, but when you're in that white field, you know, in the middle of you know, frozen lake, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. Or if you're using any of the other camos, probably not going to benefit you too much. But that's it for that. It's just really exciting, and I know for PC guys, you will be pretty excited for the 7 flags that'll be introduced for Conquest. Unfortunately, console guys, you're only going to have 5, which I think we're kind of used to getting the lower end of the stick by now. We already have decreased players and all that, but not really anything Battlefield could have done. Just the new generation of consoles need to come out in order for us to get the same things as what PC has, or at least a little closer. I'm pretty sure PC's always going to be the prime because PCs are released almost every 6 months anyway. So no matter what, how you look at it, it looks like PCs is just going to get a better end of the stick on this one, but that's alright. I'm still really excited for it. I know many people are pumped to have those tank-on-tank battles, and I think overall it'll just be a great experience. And overall, again, I just am really excited for it to come out. I'm a premium player, so I think it's going to work out for the best, and I think hopefully I'll be able to get you guys some gameplays if they're not extremely long and everything. That's going to be my goal at least, and overall, I just hope it works out for the better for the console guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys could relate to some of the information I gave to you guys. Maybe you knew quite a bit. I know the AC-130 was nothing to, you know, something that no one's ever heard about. The AC-130 has been talked about for some months now, and the information is really not too new. But I did a little research. I was kind of surprised by the vehicles that were making a return, and I was more interested in the mobile artillery. You know, I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and you know, I think everyone's just going to really have a lot of fun with the new game type, tank superiority, and I guess that's really all I got to say about that for right now. I'll update you guys when new information releases about Armored Kill. Until then, guys, this is going to be Nerd Mode On, signing off. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.